And that's why we're here today, to send a clear and unmistakable message to every Republican in Kentucky that we're going to elect Dr. Rand Paul to the United States Senate.
The United Nations peacekeeping mission in Haiti has launched an investigation into reports that Haitian police shot dead at least 12 unarmed prisoners soon after the January earthquake. The killings took place in an overcrowded jail in Les Cayes, Haiti's third-largest city. In Detroit, nearly 1,000 mourners gathered Saturday for the funeral of 7-year-old Aiyana Jones, who was shot dead by police in her own home. The Reverend Al Sharpton traveled to Detroit to deliver the eulogy. The 2 men accused of shooting dead a pair of police officers in Arkansas last week have been tied to the far-right-wing Patriot movement. Police say Jerry Ralph Kane and his 16-year-old Joseph shot dead the officers on Thursday. The 2 Kanes were later killed in a firefight with other law enforcement officials. Authorities say the older Kane had been involved since at least 2002 in the Patriot, or sovereign citizen movement, that believe the government has no legitimate authority. The car Jerry Kane was driving was registered to property that is owned by an aging white supremacist. The Republican-dominated Texas State Board of Education has approved a new controversial curriculum standards for U.S. history. Before the final vote, the board's 5 Democrats criticized the Republican majority for injecting their political and religious views into the standards and giving short shrift to important Latino, African-American, and Asian figures in history. The mothers of the 3 American hikers jailed in Tehran returned to the United States Saturday after seeing their imprisoned children for the first time in 9 months. Shane Bauer, Sarah Shord, and Josh Fatal were detained in July after straying across Iran's border during a hiking trip in northern Iraq. Their mothers arrived in Tehran last week after the Iranian government okayed their visas. Cindy Hickey, the mother of Shane Bauer, said they were hoping to return home with their children.
The precious moments we were able to spend with our children after such a long and anxious many months of separation. But we are also very disappointed that when we went to the airport to return from Iran, Shane, Sarah, and Josh had to go back to Evin prison. The pain we felt at having to leave Tehran without our children is almost more than we can bear. Our greatest hope was to bring our children home with us, where they belong.
Nora Shord, the mother of Sarah, repeated her call for the Iranian government to release their 3 children.
Josh have done nothing to deserve their continued detention, and the lack of movement in their case troubles us greatly. Our children, our families are suffering the consequences of tensions and political considerations beyond any of our control. We hope that this will soon change. Now that the Iranian authorities know us for who we are, loving mothers who know the pain and share the heartache of any mother anywhere who is separated from her child in a prison in a foreign land.
The Guardian newspaper has published secret South African documents revealing Israel offered to sell nuclear warheads to the South African apartheid regime. In 1975, South Africa's defense minister, P.W. Botha, asked Israel's then-defense minister, Shimon Peres, for nuclear warheads. Peres, who is now Israel's president, responded by offering nuclear warheads in 3 sizes. The South African documents show that the apartheid-era military wanted the nuclear missiles as a deterrent and for potential strikes against neighboring African states. South Africa did not go ahead with the nuclear deal, in part because of the cost. The documents were first uncovered by Sasha Polakau-Saransky, author of the new book, The Unspoken Alliance, Israel's Secret Relationship with Apartheid South Africa. The documents provide new evidence that Israel has nuclear weapons despite its policy of, quote, ambiguity in neither confirming nor denying their existence. Meanwhile, Israeli nuclear whistleblower Mordechai Vanunu has been sent back to jail for violating the terms of his parole. Vanunu was released from prison in 2004 after serving an 18-year sentence for revealing details of Israel's nuclear weapons program.